Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti ASHIKIN binti ZAIMI and my metric number is 280484. First of all, I would like to present about the purpose of the system in McCune contracting. So the purpose is to increase the company selection process, success rates, and reduce the number of unqualified and overstating candidates. It examines all job applications. So next, we move to the scope of the system. First, its operations addressing resource shortage or surpluses. Second, create a requiting policy for various kinds of workers. Third, analyze the organization hiring practice rules and guidelines as well. Fourth, simplify the hiring process with the proper advice and choose the most successful hiring method for the resources needs. And last is determine any areas that might want improvement. So we move to the objective of the project. So objective for the project is we want to gather and examine the challenges MCQ encounter when figuring out the system needs for recruiting and orientation. Second, we want to give a true understanding of MCQ retrieval system, which manage 7 distinct standalone database systems. So next we move to the definitions, acronyms and abbreviation in this MCQ contracting case. So first, for the HR refer to human resources, and next HRD is human resources development. For the RMS is requirement management system. Next is HRIS is for the human resources information system, and next is ATS for the applicant tracking system. For the MBA refers to Master Business Administration, and for the B2E is to Business to Employment, and last is CRM, which is Customer Relationship Management.
Assalamualaikum, my name is BINTI ABDULLAH, number metric 280311, and I will continue this presentation with the overview of the functional system. This part is to overview the functional system in McCune Contracting Company. The functional system refer to collections of systems, processes, and human resource organized to carry out a certain function. And for the McCune, the functional system is to track the applicant resumes and to make a short list of the qualified candidates. For the staffing assistant, they use the system for giving an orientation films, administering examinations, checking the accuracy of applicable certification, and putting workers' data into the human resource database which entered into the payroll and benefit list. Next is for recruiting assistants. In this department, they use system to answer phone calls, screen candidates for recruiters, and schedule drug and alcohol tests for each possible employee. Besides that, for the trade recruiters, the system used for the skilled trades, apprentice and laborer jobs for conducting a telephone screening interview with the candidate, assessing his or her ability to effectively satisfy the requisite employment requirements, and making the hiring or non-hiring decisions. And lastly, for the corporate recruiter, this department used the system for all site advisory, administrative, management, and executive level roles that needed a formal interview, including safety specialists and site managers. Moreover, the system functions in recruitment staff by evaluate and choose suitable people to fill the available jobs through the screening processes such as interview, reference checks, and health and security clearance. In order to track the applicant's resume through a scan or electronic copy of each resume was subsequently saved into a shared drive that all the recruiters could view. After this type of process, the staffing assistant at a Lloydminster office would record the information from each resume into a separate applicant database, allowing recruiters to access the report by skill or trade as needed. So in the conclusion, this is how the system functions in a certain department in order to hire the new worker. The different department, so the function of the system is also different.
First features is automating time-consuming tasks. Okay, according to the case, McCune contracting is facing a huge problem whereby the company receive approximately 2,000 resume per week, which all of them gather manually by email to a specific HR in charge person or account. Some of them also send fax to Lead Minister Leominster office, and it also can be dropped up in person at each site. And then the responsible persons will then gather, scan, and electronically copy all those resumes and put in one shared drive so that other recruiters or the teams can also view the data. So by implementing these features, company can save their time by automatic resume screening, sourcing, candidate outreach, interview scheduling, and so on. Next, the second features is automate candidate sourcing, which is this will MCQ contracting need these features to help them in discovering and qualifying individuals, and also search for the candidates or the person that have not applied directly to the open positions. These features allow MCQ contracting to look for the data they need without wasting time in entering data, and can accrue official report promptly by using these automate candidate sourcing features. And the next is intelligent resume parsing. The resume is everywhere, like we just mentioned now. Company collect the resume everywhere at HR emails, fax. Some of the candidate also drop out in person at each site. So this is difficult to companies to filter all the resumes. The candidate also leave negative comments on MCQ contracting Facebook page, because the company didn't call they're complaining that they didn't get callback from the company. So by using these features, they can prospect using a simple rule engines that match the correct people with the skill set required. Next features is automated email communications. This is related to company email searching provider, in which they send automatically emails direct to as their reactions to an individual user specific activities on the websites to the candidates that apply for the positions. They also can MCQ contracting also facing telephone calls problem. They receive so many calls every day. So in terms of this problem, MCQ contracting can implement call twinning, which means managing specific phone calls, which office can or they can also use call forwarding or sequential ringing, which forward inbound calls. By using this, they can ensure that all calls are handled promptly, reducing the danger of missing critical calls and potentially losing outstanding talent. Other than these situations, MCQ contracting also face the problems whereby they receive 400 calls per day from candidates, employees, or any individuals, accounting for over 2/3 of team times to manage. And other than that, they also must record a consistent voicemail messages to ensuring that all calls will be returned within 48 hours. Okay. In addition, company also are facing a problem on reporting on workforce improvement. 13 various site managers will call, email, or drop by to talk with the recruitment team every day to check on the progress. So some of the features that will be useful to this company is may implement AI-based dashboard, views custom reports, report export, report scheduling, project tracking, and other features that can make the progress of the reporting easier and save time for management. Other than that, employees at MCQ contracting will also work 16 hours a day, and some of the new team members also have to work more than 40 days in a row in recent months. So company can improve their system by adding absent management, leave request analysis dashboard, overtime tracking and alerts, time off approvals, time tracking methods, and the last one is user-friendly features. These features is important to make sure that every level of employees know how to know the features. The functional features must be well designed and simple to use, and must be require no specific training, which means every group of employees can easily use the system. This is because poor usability will result in unpleasant user experience. This can also enhance job productivity and reduce costs. And in the case studies, the banning employers in MCQ contracting should strictly advise backer to use an applicant tracking system or any other newly HRIS system to improve their works. That's all for me. Thank you, Doctor.
Hi everyone, I'm Serena Tang with metric number 278367. Now I will present about the non-fictional feature or characteristic of the requirement system. Okay, the first one is about usability. Actually, usability have 5 elements, which is learnability, efficiency, memorability, errors, and certification. As a result, non-fictional usability aspects that needed by RMS are allow more than one source of users to access the RMS at the same time, rather than waiting for the official report. This is because RMS are ability to provide all of the features needed by a requiting team in a single interface, which is allowing McCune contracting to minimize the number of manually duties that they have to do. In addition, each recruiter gets a personal account link to their corporate email address, which allows them to react directly to the applicant application inside the RMS. Moreover, the routing procedures such as interview scheduling and emailing prospect are automated. Besides that, the system does not require any training to use. They have a keyboard shortcut, menus, link, and other navigation design components. These all are simple to understand, so that anyone with limited computer skill may access to the page and apply for the employment. And it will be reducing the mistake when candidates filling up the application form. Okay, the next is about the reliability, which means the RMS must be designed to be dependable in order to reduce the percentage or the probability of failure when implementing the requirement process. In other words, that application information will enter to the system after candidate apply for the job, so that the recruitment and orientation team will not overlook any request from applicant when McCune contracting was getting up to 2,000 resumes every week at a time. Moreover, RMS will using CRM to keep quality candidates connected with recruiting team. In addition, the correctness is part of the notion of reliability when the system check and report, including candidate rating, must be mathematically precise. Okay, anti-based technology is also using in the hiring, so those interested in McCune contracting can better understand whether they meet the requirement to apply without forming to the recruiters. Okay, the third one for a non-fictional feature of recruitment system is system output. McCune contracting may use this system to monitor resume, application, interview checklist, and also the recruiter notes. The effective recruiting system enables the organization to have access to the most complete recruitment information and applicants' KPIs. Also, McCune contracting can save a lot of time by using RMS instead of working for up to 16 hours or more than 40 days. As a result, RMS will help recruiters become more effective and skilled, and also improve hiring effectiveness. That's all from me. Thank you.
I will talk about the non-functional feature or characteristic that supportability. Supportability refers to the inherent quality of the system that enables aspect of the system is possible for effective and efficient maintenance, as well to support the function to be carried out throughout the life cycle. Support ability, also known as a service ability, that ensure the technical and support staff MCQ company has in the recruitment process to hire a new employees in their company, so that they have a problem in the recruit team that show the slow performance, and they have having a problem in a recruitment process, so that the technical and support need in this case. Next is help desk. The immediate action will be taken in the hiring process because they have a short time to do the recruit or to hire a new employee.
To solve this problem using the application tracking system or ATP, because an application tracking system is software to manage recruiting and hiring process, including job advertising and application. The system interface exists between two or more systems that provide a description on how the system communication with one another by enable the information between them. User interface design focuses on anticipating what user may need to perform and ensuring the interface contains elements that are simple to access, to understand, and employ to support this action. The objective of user interface is to make computer interaction as intuitive, fluid, and effective. The type interface that McCune company use is known as the graphical user interface that allow consumer to interact with electronic like a computer, laptop. Next is legal. Legal is the aim to protect the workers' right, prevent the discrimination among the employer, and protect employee privacy. The occupational and safety and health Act of 1994 provide the legal foundation for the safety, health, and well-being for all Malaysian workers. That we can see in this case, because of the slow performance that the recruit team show, they impact the recruitment process. Because of that, the employee must extra work to solve this problem, because they have a short time to hire a new employer that their client need the manpower. Because of this, the employee in this McCune company must work 40 days straight without the leave.
So for the conclusion is for the requirement management system have a range of components and functions. They include applicant tracker system, which means ATS, for managing job posting and applications, and customer relationship management, which is CRM. That there are type of functions to keep applicants connected and engaged. So for the routine tasks such as scheduling phone calls and in-person interviews comprise part of the work performed by this system. So ATS is a great posting for the requisitions, tracking candidates, and automating the employment of a process. And RMS goes several steps further by helping HR to engage candidates, automating additional manual tasks, and improving the matching of candidates with open requisition. So last, ATS can give benefits such as to the company like attract and engage better, select and hire the best business adaptive software, and measure success. So that's all from our group. Thank you.